get judged because my beer became my GF.
I'm going to get a consultation about a injectable booger.
I think you need to go bigger, to be honest. I was in a 16-year relationship with my children's mum. So if he's a man, would that make this a gay couple?
Society is...
Kai doesn't really get affected by judgment. People looking, people commenting.
Get out of my way. The woman that's walked into the lamppost, it's my fault. It's not my fault because you were staring.
Shalom. Shalom. First I'd like to begin this lesson by giving all praises and all glory to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai. Ba'Shem HaKakodash, double honors be unto the apostles and great millstone that rule well. You know, salutation and blessing to the sincere Akim pushing this word in all truth and in all sincerity. And here, Brother Howard, coming at you with our next video. Hopefully it's edifying, right? And you know, the entitlement of this video, you know, as you can see here, untruly, you know, it says it's going to be Arcana in transit, by the way. It says fell in love as two men, but now she's my girlfriend. Love don't judge. Love don't judge. And this is what this is the system or the king or the queen now we live in, that the wrong thing is the right thing, and please don't judge us. You know, please don't judge us. And that is just how Esau have his system. You know, that's just how he has his system. You know, you can do as you want. You can meet with her. You can get married to a tree. You know, you can get married to the beach. You can get married to nature. You can marry a dog. Your children could be dollies, Halloween dollies, all kind of madness you could do. But things that make sense, as in having children with a woman or being married to a woman, right? Or knowing that there's only two gender, which is male and female. That them thing is normal, right? So they're confusing the whole thing. They're making this thing confusing, right? Anyway,
Because you were staring.
How old were you then?
I don't even know. So old. Look at the hair.
Wow. I just literally remember you looking like that.
So we met 5 years ago because Rob sent me a message on Facebook and I aired him for a week. And then he was on my people you may know. So then I actually finally messaged him back. When we met, and we just got on pretty much straight away.
Wow.
So I did.
That's crazy. I actually looked at Kai and thought, that is... I'm going to have something funny. I'm not going to lie, I liked his aesthetic. And I say his because obviously we're talking past tense. What's that age behind there?
This one?
Yeah.
That's
25.
and you know the funny thing about it? Yeah, the funny thing about this, right? The funny thing about it is there's a shade spirits that you is a man, but yet still you want to be a woman. So you call it, you say you're gay, but you're going with a man who acting like a woman, who growing the nails as a woman, and who want to do a transition as a woman. How fucking confusing and weird that is. So we understand that the spirit of the Lord, that the spirit with the Lord put on these people from in the womb. You know, from in the womb. So the Lord is a faithful thing to fall into the hands of the living power. Yeah, but she may say.
I'm not saying his because obviously we're talking past tense. What's that age behind there?
This one?
Yeah.
That's
25?
25.
Oh, so that was when we first got together.
And then that's me now.
Beautiful.
It's nice to look back on the memories and see like how far I've come.
You're not the kind of person to disregard that, are you? She'll still embrace the history in the past rather than wanting it to be gone. Within 2 months of us being together, I proposed to Carl Beach in Gran Canaria, and you kind of didn't directly say yeah, but you didn't say no.
The rest is...
It's history. It's been a roller coaster. I was in a relationship prior to Kai with a man, and previous to that, I was in a 16-year relationship with 2 of my children's mum. When I initially kind of came out, so to speak, I never really looked at or found anything about trans women interested. Kai kind of opened my mind up to that.
At the start of our relationship, we didn't get any judgment because it was just obviously 2 men in love. So there wasn't any negativity online. There wasn't any trolling on social media. It wasn't until I came out.
So if he's a man, would that make this a gay couple?
I knew it was a man by looking at him. Gross.
Sicky faces. We love the sicky face.
Mental health is getting out of control. Society is doomed.
You're going to hell all pretty. Ha ha ha.
This man thinks he is a woman. Looks like a freak. Halloween is only on the 31st. Not yet.
Have you noticed that they're all blank profiles and people with no pictures most of the time? Since dating Kai, I've learned a lot about myself in regards to kind of how fluid sexuality can be. A lot of people ask me what I identify as, and literally I just identify as Rob and me, because for me, my sexuality doesn't define me. Technically speaking, it would be looked at as pansexual. You don't care about the gender, you don't care how the person presents, your interest is in that person, like into the soul and the energy of that person as opposed.
So that is what you're interested in, right? There's the vibration we see so pushing. This is the vibration and the environment that our kids had to grow up in. And no Trump ain't gonna make it no better. All these things is just front. Because this is the way of the world. This is the new agenda, the new world order. Right? So I just want to bring a few scriptures here. You know. So I want to bring a few scriptures here and this is Psalms 38 and verse 20. It says, They also that render evil for good are mine adversaries, because I follow the things that is good. I follow the things that good is. And that is exactly what the men and the Lord will continue to do. And they continue to follow the thing that is good. And we know where the scriptures lie, the Lord speak about, the same sex going together. These things is abominable, it's an abomination in the eyesight of the Heavenly Father. Right? It's an abomination in the eyesight of the Lord. The Lord say, the book of Genesis chapter 3. Genesis chapter 2 and verse 22. It says, And the rib which the Lord Yahweh had taken from man made he a woman, brought her unto Adam. And Adam said, This is now bone of my bone and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken from man. Therefore shall a man leave his father and his mother, and shall cleave unto his wife, and they shall be one flesh. Right? So the Lord, he presented a woman unto the man. Right? which is to procreate, to create life, because it's all about life, right? The Lord will deal with the dead, and by a man and a man together, that means you're dealing with dead. If that even makes sense, when you think about it, a woman and a man, that is life being created. A man and a man is just abominable. You see, you go with a man that actually wants to become a woman. That actually confusion, and that is spirits. Just be with a woman. Just be with a woman. Why go with a woman who transitioning herself to become why go with a man who transitioning himself to become a woman? That makes no sense. There's the book of Isaiah 5:20. It says, "Woe unto them that call evil good and good evil, that put darkness for light and light for darkness, that put bitter for sweet and sweet for bitter. Woe unto them that are wise in their own eyes and prudent in their own sight." Right? When you're looking into the word prudent, right? It says to separate mentally or distinguish. That is generally understand, attend, consider, be cunning, diligently, direct, discern, eloquent, feed, inform, instruct, have intelligence. So intelligent in their own eyes, because he don't recognize himself. You see, he don't recognize himself as
Halloween is only on the 31st, not yet.
Have you noticed that they're all blank profiles and people with no pictures most of the time? Since dating Kai, I've learned a lot about myself in regards to kind of how fluid sexuality can be. A lot of people ask me what I identify as, and literally I just identify as Rob and me, because for me, my sexuality doesn't define me. Technically speaking, it would be looked at as pansexual. People ask me what I identify as, and literally I just identify as Rob and me, because for me, my sexuality doesn't define me. Technically speaking, it would be
his sexuality doesn't define him. So what does define her? Because he was made as a man. And these is things that in question, and really and truly again in question. We know that the Lord put his spirits upon these men and these women to do these things. Even from the foundation, from the birth. Just for the record, let me just bring a scripture just to prove. The Lord by his faith. I'll get it here before. Jeremiah 1:5 says, before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee, and before thou camest forth out of the womb, I sanctify thee, and I will ordain thee a prophet unto the nation. So before a man you even born, because a lot of people was the other day talking to a guy, and he say this fella was so since he's small, and he's not the only person I could say that, so from in the womb, because these spirits are subjected to the same likeness as there was before. You see? And that don't make it right. That does make it judgment from the Most High. So this edification we bringing out, because the Lord, and that is where the laws came into. The Lord gave us the laws to be separate from these other nations. Right? So all the law would have been just like the Edomites and these other nations doing what we want. But the Lord gave us that separation to become different. And that is why we make these edification for our people, for our elect, for the nation of Israel, not to become like these nations. You see? Let these people know that this is an abomination. This is acts that is unto death. Right? Will lead to death. You know, so hopefully the video was edifying. I want to give our praises and glory to Yahweh Hashem Yashai, Hashem Kodash, and double honors to the apostle who were a great stone shalom to the hope for the elect.
Technically speaking, to my mind, it was like it's not even an issue. But you don't know until you play it out. It's not really changed a lot for me, to be fair, from an attraction perspective.
So the comments we get online about our
Crazy.